Alrighty, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are across the world. My name is Biz Moderator, and welcome to the Business and Musicians Forum. It's been a while since we've done a big blog post like this, but again, we've been so busy over the past couple of months that it was hard to get in contact and keep in touch with everybody. And again, we're just trying to keep you guys updated on anything new that is happening to our site here at the Business and Musicians Forum. Now today I'm looking at a previous post that we made, and it was entitled This Week's Music School, Ditones on Steroids. Again, we're talking a little bit about the ditone and how you can use it and the many different applications that you can use it. Again, you can use it as a passing chord or as a one chord. And here's the quick formula for the ditones. Again, it's the first and the third interval on the left hand, and on the right it's the 6, the 2, and the 5. And just a little recap on the ditones. I'm just going to read what I wrote here. It says, the ditone is the little brother to the tritone. You can use a ditone in many different ways. Di, which means two whole tones. For example, C to E is two whole tones, and that would be your bass, and the chord on your right hand is usually a suspended chord. Now again, I just said that you can use a ditone as a passing chord, or as a one chord, or a starting chord, and the formula is down below. And again, I've mentioned that you can use it as a 7-3-6 progression, or as a one chord, or as a 1 going to the 7, or a 3 leading to the 4. Again, there's many different options, but in relation to the Today's Music School post that we have currently on the website right now, I've gotten a lot of questions over the weekend from a lot of different musicians, and they've been asking me what happened to the ditones and how can I use them. Well, I'm just going to do a quick little recap on that. You can go back to this little blog post right here. Again, the address is right there at the top there. It's right here at the top, and I'll just highlight it for you guys. And you can go to that, and it'll tell you exactly everything you need to know about the ditone. Now, I got another email, and I'm just going to read it. And I'm just going to get a piece of paper and read out what it says here. And it says, "Hello, Biz Moderator. I'm a new musician, and I love to keep in touch with your blog. I love that you've been so in-depth in helping me on my musical journey. But I just want to ask you a quick question. Are you able to spell all the ditones in all 12 keys? And if so, can you please post them up or give us a YouTube video on this? Thank you very much." And again, I'm keeping the person's name for anonymity's sake. And I'll be glad to do that, absolutely. What I've done is I've created a ditone sheet, and you guys can refer to this in the video, or we'll have it posted on our site. And the ditone sheet will tell you every single ditone as a one chord in all 12 keys. Again, I haven't flatted, but I've mainly sharped it. And usually, for example, in this case, I've just sharped it to make it easier. But again, the same principles apply. So if it says C sharp, you know it's the equivalent to D flat. Or if it says G sharp, it's the equivalent to A flat. But again, here it is in all 12 keys, and I'm just going to pull it out here. Sorry about that, my computer's just a little bit slow at the moment. Alright, so here it is. It's all the ditones and suspended chords neatly put out in the left and right hand, as well as the bass note. So what this is simply saying is that the bass note is the chord. That is essentially the chord. So for example, the first one that is mentioned is on the left hand, it is C and E, and on the right hand it's A, D, and G, and the bass note is simply C. So this is a C ditone slash suspended chord in the key of C, and it's for the one chord. And again, I've spelt it out in all 12 keys. So I'm just going to slowly bring this up here so you guys can take a look. And you'll see it in all 12 keys, guys. So it's all neatly spelled out for you, and I'm just going to let this sit here for a couple of minutes. And you guys can take a look and you'll see it's all spelled out very nicely. And again, these are all one chords. Essentially, what you're seeing here is the next one is C sharp, F, and then on the right hand it's A sharp, or which is the equivalent to B flat, then D sharp, which is equivalent to E flat, and then G sharp, which is equivalent to A flat. And on the bass note it says C sharp, but it's equivalent to D flat, which is exactly the same thing. And then it continues on forward and forward and forward and forward and forward, all the way when you get to B. Now, I've just made another little note here at the bottom that these have been all placed in all 12 keys and solely focus on the one chord in every key. Instead of you guys playing the raw basics of the 3-hand chord, this will give your playing just a little bit more edge. And again, this is what a musician wants in the long run, a little more edge. What I would suggest is that you guys test it out, try taking it up a half step and then bringing it back down. You can have a little fun with it if you try to go outside the box, and it's very cool. I would highly suggest that you guys check this out. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me or go to my homepage. Go to my homepage, click the Contact Us button, and I'll be glad to respond to your email if you have any questions. And while you're here at our site, feel free to subscribe to our newsletter, and we'll keep you updated on anything new that's happening. So again, this is Biz Moderator for the Business and Musicians Forum, and I just want to say, our goal is helping musicians one note at a time. Have a great evening, everyone.